As we age, it's no surprise, many of us deal with thinning hair. From the effects of childbirth to menopause to stress, there are a lot of contributing factors. But today we're sharing a few things you can do to get thicker, healthier hair you will want to show off. Best of all, Studio 5 style and beauty contributor Megan Moore says you can do it without extensions. Forget showing off. I just want to feel good about it, right?
Absolutely.
I'm feeling this.
Just enhance what you have a little bit more.
Yeah, so no extensions needed?
No, not necessarily. If that's not a route you want to take, there are other things you can do to give yourself fuller hair without extensions.
Okay, let's start. First we ask, how much of a difference can we really make before we jump into some of these ideas? Am I really going to notice and feel the effects?
For sure. There's cosmetic changes that you're just going to, that are temporary, that are going to wash right out. There's some things that we can do that are going to be more long-term things that are going to actually help hair grow. So yeah, you're going to see it. The only thing is it's got to be consistent, right? Like if you want to see results every day, you got to do it every day. So just commit.
All right,
people.
Commit. We're in. We're in. We're committing. So first, some beauty buys. This speaks to more of the temporary kind of wash them out.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you think about it, I mean, the 80s, the 90s, we were big on big volume.
We knew how to do big hair.
And what did we use to achieve that? We used mousse.
Mousse?
Why did mousse go away? I don't know. We used mousse and we used sprays and then we blow dried them in, right?
Yes,
and we got all this volume. I don't know why that went away.
It was grand fluffery at its best. Where is the mousse?
Yeah, the mousse is back, people. Okay. It is huge. It's huge on TikTok, especially. All the young people are loving the mousse.
They're discovering it.
Yeah, they discovered the mousse.
Let's let them. We'll give that one to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah.
So they're there now, and so we're coming back to it. These are two products by Color Wow. One is a mousse. It's this extra large bombshell volumizer. Beautiful name, but it really does work.
I feel like the bombshell is going to deliver.
It's awesome. So this is a product you can put throughout the entire head of hair, roots to tips, right? Okay. And then you're going to blow dry that in, and that's going to give you that bounce and that memory, and it's actually going to kind of poof up the hair strands themselves so they look thicker.
I'm thinking of what I use right now from wet to dry. I'm using a serum. I'm using a blow dry cream. Does this replace all of that?
No, because this is going to be just for volume. Okay. So you're still going to want your things for your hydration or your smoothing, because this is just going to give you that poofy effect. So it might give you more frizz. So you still want those other things. Okay. And then this is a spray that goes right into the root. Now this one, again, you can use this one on day 2 or day 3. It's basically like a hairspray. You're going to spray it in and then blast it with heat again, and you're going to get that big poof of volume that we used to do this all the time. I don't know why it went away, but it is so good, and it really does work. So this combo is magic.
Do I use it differently if I have short hair versus longer hair?
Nope. No? Definitely just go for it. I mean, longer hair is heavier, so sometimes you need a little bit more. I'll just say that as somebody with heavy hair.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, so this is something that's going to be kind of one of those longer-term products that you're going to use to get the results. This is Divi's Hair Serum. This is a scalp formula. So what it does is it makes your scalp the optimal place for growth. It extends the life of your extends the time of your growth cycle of your hair. So it's really magic. It has caffeine in it. It feels minty and tingly, which brings the blood to the surface. We know that that's really crucial for growth. So this is going to be awesome. I've used this and I experimented with this and I had amazing growth. I have like these, you know those like how people have those little widow's peaks you can see on mine that just don't grow? I finally have hair.
Look at you.
It takes a long time. It's not something that's going to be like overnight, but I finally have hair in these like sparse spots that I didn't have. And so this is awesome. I've seen such amazing before and afters, but again, it's got to be put on every night. It's got to be consistent.
Okay. What is this contraption?
Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is called the Volume. Okay. The Volume iron. It comes in 3 sizes, but this is the smallest and this is my favorite. It's called the Rootie. Okay. And basically if you look inside there, it has this waffle pattern, right? So it's going to kind of give a crimp at the root, but it's not just a horizontal crimp like an 80s crimper. This actually crimps vertically too, so it's going to actually densify the root hairs, so they're almost double the size. So if you have if your scalp shows through your hair, this is going to go in and kind of explode those hairs at the roots, so they take up more space. Therefore, you see less scalp.
Your words are so good today. Densify, explode, give me all of it. Okay, so it's not like a noticeable crimp. It's just volume.
It's just underneath, so you're going to keep your top surface smooth, right? And then just for the few inches underneath, you're going to go in and do one little crimp, work your way down, and you're going to get this nice lift of volume off of the scalp. But it's not hairsprayed so that you can't actually touch your hair and move it, right? You get this nice movement with it.
Fantastic.
Right?
Can you get this online?
Yep, get that on Amazon and use it throughout your hair wash cycle.
All right, a couple other ideas?
Okay, so these are just freebies. These are things that I would remind you to do that are really great for you. First, change your part. If your hair is falling flat, if it's feeling like it just hangs there, change your part. It's the easiest way to get volume, right? Our follicles come and they get just used to laying a certain direction, so we gotta kind of shake them up and get them going a different direction, and all of a sudden we're gonna get great volume.
Okay.
So that's another one. Another one of my favorite ones, make sure you're massaging every night. Massage, we've talked about this. I know it seems silly, but it really does work. That blood flow to the scalp is so crucial for nice scalp health and for growth. So grab one of these massagers and give yourself a 5-minute massage before bed. It makes a big difference.
No one's gonna complain about that.
And it feels great, right?
Yeah.
Easy peasy. And lastly, one of my favorite things is to sleep with your hair in an upright position. Your hair off the scalp.
Okay.
And so just taking a regular claw clip, it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but I'll show you what I do. So
I like how I start to back up and give her room. Give the queen her throat.
You don't have to do anything fancy, but you're just trying to lift this hair up off the scalp, right? And you're going to put the clip right on top of your head so that when you're sleeping, it's not, you're rolling around and you have no problems. But just getting that hair lifted up off the scalp does two things. One, you're not going to get as greasy because it's not laying in that oil, right? And two, it's just giving that memory to lift overnight, and then when you take it out in the morning, you just have so much more volume and you didn't even have to work for it.
Sort of like a pseudo curler. I mean, you've placed the hair in a position, but the oil would be very helpful
Exactly,
as well,
and that extends the life of your style, and it just gives you volume without a lot of effort, right?
These are fantastic ideas, great products as well, in pursuit of thicker hair. Where can we find more details?
Over on thebeautysnoop.com, I'll have all of this linked, and come hang out with me on Instagram @BeautySnoop.
All right, we'll meet you there. Thank you so much.